Time now for your forewarned weather with Thomas Keyboy.
Good Monday morning, Utah. Time is currently 6:12 across northern Utah. It's a little bit calmer out there this morning compared to what we saw over the weekend, where it just seemed like in spots we just didn't stop seeing the valley rain and mountain snow. Looking at relatively dry conditions out there this morning, there are still some slippery streets out there that you do want to be mindful of. And in some of our northern Utah valleys, including along the Wasatch Front, the Wasatch Back, and even up around Cache Valley, while we're looking at dry conditions, we are looking at some areas of some patchy dense fog. So as you head out the door this morning, just be a little extra careful as you head out the door. Maybe build in an extra 5 minutes just in case. Temperature-wise, we're mainly sitting in the 20s and 30s across the Beehive State, while St. George, you're currently waking up to a temperature of 45. Now, we'll go ahead and expand the view on the satellite and radar. We have seen a few showers passing through southeastern Utah this morning. But once we get into this afternoon and this evening, the emphasis for showers is mainly going to be in the southwestern portion of the state. You can see a storm system approaching from California. Again, by later today, this moves into our neighborhood, but given its track, the chance of wet weather over the next couple of days is going to favor the southern half of the state. And then by Thursday into Friday, a storm system dropping in from the northwest will lead to a pretty decent chance of finding wet weather in the northern two-thirds of the state. We'll talk more about that in just a moment. Here's a look at the precipitation potential for today. So in southeastern Utah, as mentioned, we are seeing some showers now, but by later today, we also could be looking at a chance of isolated showers, while southwestern Utah and northeast Nevada look like those are going to be the emphasis when it comes to shower activity today. Again, mainly going to be valley rain and mountain snow with quite a high snow line for this time of year. In northern Utah, the chance of finding any wet weather is low, but it's not necessarily zero. If we do find a few showers in the northern half of the state, it's mainly going to favor the high terrain. Outside of any wet weather, you can expect partly to mostly cloudy skies up and down the Beehive State along the Wasatch Front. Either thinking that we're going to check in with those partly to mostly cloudy skies as temperatures eventually climb into the middle 40s. And I think that in a few spots along the Wasatch Front and Salt Lake City, we actually could top out in the upper 40s between noon and 5 o'clock. That's sunset time, 5:33, and you might want the jacket all day for today, even though by this afternoon, some of you might be fine with just a sweater. Your regional forecast will see daytime highs in the 30s and 40s across most of the Beehive State, with only a few spots in southernmost Utah, like St. George, seeing a daytime high of 54. Go ahead and zoom things in here for a little bit better perspective along the Wasatch Front, mid to upper 40s, which is about 5 to 10 degrees above where we should be for this time of year. While on the Wasatch Back, daytime highs will mainly range in the mid to upper 30s, as Heber could hit a daytime high of 40 degrees. In central Utah, 30s and 40s here, with 38 in Fairview, 46 in Fillmore, and 47 in Green River. Then down in southern Utah, we'll be looking at a mix of 30s, 40s, and a few 50s on the map. 38 in Monticello, 44 in Escalante, 46 in Kanab, and a daytime high of 54 in St. George. And by later today down in St. George, actually a pretty decent chance that we pick up some rain. Let's go ahead and begin the futurecast, and we'll start this at 8 o'clock this morning. Throughout the next few hours, looks like that best chance will be in the southeastern portion of the state, with a few spotty showers being a possibility in southwestern Utah. But look what happens as we move into this afternoon. The chance of wet weather increases across the southwestern corner of the state as isolated activity continues generally in the southern two-thirds of the state. Maybe some light snow finds its way into northern Utah. And then 6 o'clock tomorrow morning, maybe some of those showers find their way into the west desert, with a chance that some of these could find their way closer to the I-15 corridor. Southwestern Utah continues to be the emphasis, and as that low pressure slowly works its way from west to east, we'll see that best chance go from southwestern Utah into southeastern Utah. Overall, calmer conditions on Wednesday before that next storm system looks set to drop in by Thursday. Here's a better perspective on that on the upper level futurecast, and we'll start it this afternoon, showing that low pressure moving from west to east between today and for tomorrow, which is why, again, southern Utah going to be the emphasis there. And then as we move from Wednesday into Thursday, as that low pressure moves away, another one dives in from the northwest, which will bring us a better chance of wet weather in the northern half of the state. Also, with some slightly cooler temperatures, we could start to see maybe some of that rain transition back over to snow before high pressure looks like it's going to build in by this weekend. In St. George, scattered rain showers for today and for tomorrow. Daytime highs low to mid 50s. Calmer on Wednesday. Then we bring back a chance of isolated rain on Thursday. Then a calm and relatively cool weekend with overnight lows near freezing, with daytime highs still in the 50s. Then along the Wasatch Front, mid to upper 40s the next couple of days. A slight chance for our Tuesday. Mostly cloudy skies on Wednesday, then a chance of scattered rain and snow on Thursday. Maybe a lingering chance into Friday. Then otherwise partly cloudy skies with a couple of chilly overnights with highs in the 40s Saturday and Sunday.